All right, I want to hear this. I have to ask these questions just because I'm so interested in how a young woman finds her way into that scene, into the porn scene.
Yeah. Low self-esteem, I would say. I wasn't doing it for money. I think I was doing it more for validation, because it was about 2 or 3 months after I got my breast augmentation, and my self-esteem was still very low.
Still low.
Yeah. Just because I lost 50 pounds in college. So my breasts were pretty deformed from like all the weight loss. It was such a drastic loss. And I just never really put myself out there like that in college. I never had, those like crazy party nights. I was very studious. I was trying to graduate early because I graduated high school early, and I just wanted to get out of school and start my life. So when I was approached to do porn, it was at...
but hang on a second.
Yeah.
First of all, how did you lose? You lost 50 pounds exercising or starving or all of the above?
No, it was through exercise.
That's great.
The first thing I did was cut out soda. And also I don't drink that often. So I never had to worry about like beer weight or like wine calories or liquor and stuff. So cutting soda out really helped. And then it was just all exercise, and I was really into eating lean, and it started to become, I have an addictive personality, and for once it was addictive in a positive way.
Right. Wow. And this is in El Paso.
Yeah.
Okay. So you say, going back to, so you said approached to do porn, but they please tell me they don't walk up and...
They do. They have business cards, and they are like, they present themselves just as modeling agencies, but it's nude.
And where is this?
This was in Miami. Yeah, they don't do this in El Paso.
Okay.
Miami's it's a hotbed for young, vulnerable women.
Yeah. Wow. And so at a bar, at a restaurant,
it was outside of a Fuddruckers in a strip mall. I was just walking across the street.
Seriously?
Yeah, this guy stops, like he had stopped so that I could walk across the street, and he gets out of his car and gives me his card. And I thought about it for about 2 weeks and made the mistake of saying yes and going in. And I did it for about 3 months. And as soon as I started to gain popularity, that's when I was like, okay, I need to get the fuck out of this. Like, this is not what I was trying to do whatsoever.
Right.
I just wanted to let loose and rebel a little bit, and maybe it didn't validate me. Nothing like that ever does. That's not what you should be doing to try and build your self-esteem. But
right, of course. I mean, to do something, because look, I have 10 pages open here on my computer, and you did. I have whatever. You did porn. I hate even saying it like that.
It's like Voldemort.
But this is why I have a ton of empathy and respect for you, because while I open up all these articles about you, every one of them starts porn star.
Yeah.
I'll go to the next one, porn star. So for 3 months, you did something which you just admitted was a huge mistake. Every one of these articles, the lead 2 words are porn star.
Yep.
And whereas if you put my name in here and Googled it and opened up 10 articles, obviously I did things for longer than 3 months, every one of those articles starts
disgraced athlete.
Disgraced. Yeah. And so it's, and I've watched your whole, we've been friends for a couple of years, but I've just watched how you have tried hard to reinvent yourself. Look, I'm sitting here now across the table from you because that's what we all did in this room. But 3 months is just, that must have taken no time. That's just crazy.
It all started to spiral out of control when the death threats from ISIS started coming in.
That's never good. You're the second person to sit here that ISIS wants to kill.
Yeah.
Is that second or third, Higgs? This is a good little trend here. We got next. Can I be on the ISIS list?
You don't want to be on that list.
Okay, so that was that fast? They got onto it that fast?
Yeah, and that's when I stepped away.
So here's a question, and this would be a question for every girl young girl, impressionable girl, whatever's going on, that decides to take the card, call the dude back, and go, okay, I'll come by. Because if that were me, I would be like, well, are my friends going to know? Is my neighbor going to know? Are my old classmates going to know? I mean, or do you just assume that it's such a relatively small, I mean, look, it's not a small amount of people that watch porn. There's a small amount of people that admit that they watch porn.
Yeah.
But are you just thinking, okay, people are going to know?
So I thought about it for about 2 weeks before I even called them back. And that crossed my mind a lot. Like, if anyone finds out,
right?
If my parents find out, if this would ruin my life.
And you're 20.
I was 21.
21.
The way I rationalized it was, there is so much porn out there that there's no way that anyone is ever going to see me.
Yep.
Like, how am I going to cross their paths? Like, they have to be searching for something. Like, also, they don't know my name. This isn't something I'm going to advertise. Like, I'm not gonna just put it out there at all. I didn't have Twitter. I didn't have Instagram. I didn't have any social media.
I have to believe that most girls in that situation think exactly that.
No, but that's not it. Most girls go into it wanting the fame.
Oh my God.
That's the saddest part. And that's why the misconception that anyone who does porn has mental illness. No, it's all of these girls who think that that's the only way that they can be popular, be liked, and it's so sad.
And so you, in the first day you walk in, you don't get to like observe, or I mean, it's straight in.
Yeah. I will say, I mean, they pamper you, like a robe and your hair and makeup done, like catering in the dressing room.
Yep.
Not all companies are like that. One company was. The other companies are just like, you walk into a repurposed warehouse and, you get your hair and makeup done, and then you go on location to like a house in South Beach.
And there was other people. Obviously, there's like a cameraman, and
there's usually a cameraman, a PA, and maybe one other person, and then the talent.
I mean, I could never. With other people, I don't know.
It was terrible. I mean, it was very nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I bet.
Looking back on it, I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I feel uncomfortable just showing too much cleavage in public now. I don't know where my head was. I was 21 and dumb. That's the only, and it's not even an excuse, but it's the only answer I have for it.
Scared for like disease and like you don't even know these dudes.
Oh, you get tested every 2 weeks by law. Like, you have to get tested or you can't shoot. And this one time I
a lot of things can happen in 2 weeks. Things can happen in 2 days.
Yeah,
right?
That's true. And that's another reason I got out.
Yeah.
I want to say there was 7 videos where it was with men. The rest were either solo or with girls, or I was in it, but there was no sexual. The concept they were going for with like my videos was very, it was very weird. So I did a lot. It says on my Wikipedia that there's 23 videos, but a lot of them are like remixes.
Remixes.
Yeah. I don't know what else.
Remixes. We think of like, the Grammys last night or whatever,
Or it's videos where I'm not doing anything sexual, but I'm in the video.
Huh.
But it is scary. And
yeah,
they don't check for, what is it that they don't check for?
Oh, here it goes.
They don't check for herpes, because herpes is undetectable unless you are breaking out. Yeah. And when you're breaking out, like, you can clearly see it. Yeah. Dude. It's terrifying.
And so the first time you go in, your first movie, when you leave, a lot of times when people hook up, they all, even in normal life, they have, like, they're leaving, they're like, oh my God, that was a regret, a mistake. I mean, were you thinking, okay, that was terrible, or I think I'll go back again, or?
The first time I left,
that just had to be surreal.
Yeah. I was in a haze for a little bit right after, but I think my first feeling was I was just confused about how I was feeling. It was a combination of guilt and shame and very temporary validation. Like, oh, I am attractive. Like someone wants to film me. Someone wants to have sex with me.
Wow. So yeah, I mean, you grow up, how much do you weigh? And you're not supposed to ask girls this, but.
I fluctuate now between 115 and 130, depending on the season.
So you grew up 170 pounds.
160.
160. So if you were down, I mean, you lost, 30% of your body weight.
Yeah.
Got boobs. Got pretty.
Yeah.
And then you're like, let's test this out.
Yeah. I didn't know how to love myself.
Yeah. And you've never talked about this?
Never.
That's just crazy.
I feel comfortable with you, though.
Well, that's the theme of the show, right?
Yeah.
The show is like how we fuck up in life.
And move forward from that.
Either we fuck up ourselves or life fucks us up, and then we figure out a way to establish a base and move forward.
Yeah.
And did you tell anybody?
No
like
one.
your homie? Like your
No. I told one person, and it was my closest girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah. And
she's like, you're crazy.
You're fucking crazy. What are you doing?
I think that's what.
It's exactly what she said to me. And my answer was, I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. But.
And how's the money? Is there good money or is it just?
It's fine. I wasn't doing it for the money. I mean, my parents were helping me out.
$1,000 a day?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's not enough money.
I know.
That's not nearly enough money.
You got to spend more on dinner for me to get that now. I'm just kidding.
Oh. Wow. Yeah, it's just crazy. Can you get it taken down? All the stuff that's.
I don't own it. I signed away my rights to it.
So that's what because I guess you sign it away to the production company and then they give it away to, I mean, nowadays it's just a click away on your computer.
Everywhere. What I can do though is, and I have a legal team like constantly after it, is it's called internet cleanup. And they're after all of the fake accounts of me on all social medias that repost my porn. So they can get those taken down.
But the YouPorns and the Pornhubs, people will always be able to go there. And
that's forever. Yeah.
That's true like, internet forever.
Yeah, that's like a postal service level lawsuit that I can't afford to get into.
Yeah.
If I need to get it
100
taken
million.
down. Yeah, man.
Jesus. And okay, then we're gonna stop talking about this in a second. But in these guys, like, did you like? Were they like nice or like? I mean, because if you're gonna have,
a lot of them
you couldn't be in and be like, all right, let's get it on. I mean, you have to be.
And most of them like were, not for the most part, but like. It's weird to say the word professional, but they were professional. They knew that there was no way it was going to be a good scene unless they made the girl comfortable. So they were nice. They were respectful. They, would ask you like, hey, is this okay? Like, do you need anything? Like, is it okay if I do this? Like, they were very patient.
Yeah. Wow.